Today we're hiking to the top of that mountain in the hopes to get a glimpse of where they filmed Shanghai Noon and Legends of the Fall. So starting out here on Yamnuska, well, 2 weeks ago I did this hike. It's a loop hike, and I did it anti-clockwise, which is basically the most popular way to do it. Today I'm going to do it clockwise, which is not so popular, and we'll see how it goes. I did film 2 weeks ago, so let's roll the tape for that. Not too bad. Yeah, man. And that's basically the way we came up. Man, I'm so stoked to be up here. I made the summit of Yamnuska, and I'm the only one here. Normally in summer, this place would be crowded with people, but yeah, I'm the only one here. It's fantastic. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here. Wasn't expecting to make the summit. I was just gonna happen to hit a viewpoint down there, but I'm so grateful that I did. I'm up here. The wind is blowing in parts, but luckily, like right now, there's no wind, so it's fantastic. It wasn't like Harling or Prairie Mountain, so really, really good. I'm so thrilled to be up here, and now I'm gonna head down. Look at that super happy front side. Ooh. So here's the junction. So most of the people are going right. We're probably the only ones that's going to go left up that way. And that'll be the clockwise route. So there's the climbers route up there. But we're going to continue on this route. The normal hiking route up to the col. I did this hike 2 weeks ago. The plan was to do the opposite route the following weekend, but unfortunately I got ill. I just had a bit of a cold. And I was kind of bummed because it was good weather. But we are so lucky now because the weather still held out for another week, and it's probably about 1-2 degrees right now. And the ground is dry, as you can see. So this is amazing weather to hike in. And I'm kind of lucky because on Monday things turn and they're going to get much, much colder. So going to enjoy it while it lasts. So this is the scree descent section of the hike, which is optional. You don't have to do this. But I just wanted to show it because we can talk about an incident that happened on this section a little bit later. Starting to get views now. Doing a hike in the opposite direction is almost like doing a completely different hike. This is what I'm looking at right now when I'm walking up. But normally I'd be facing this, going down. This is an incredible view. That, I believe, is Goat Mountain. I actually looked into that this week, and it's a class 5 plus route, which means it's a climber's route. So I won't be doing that. Lots of down trees. Don't hit your head, don't hit your head. So I'm doing this hike for a few reasons. The first reason is to get to the summit and see where those filming locations are for Legends of the Fall and Shanghai Noon. The other reason is I was perhaps wondering, if I do this in the opposite direction, do I even need to scramble to get to the summit? Because when you do it the regular route, there's a lot of scrambling. So maybe if we do it this way, we don't have to scramble, which might be good for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people have I know a lot of people are anxious doing the scrambling. I was, certainly when I did it the first time. I met 2 hikers on the way down. They were coming down from the summit, and they said it's incredibly windy up there. So, our friend wind again. So hopefully I can do some filming up there. I don't know how much I can talk, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm also debating with myself whether I do the full loop or if I get to the summit and come back down the way I came. It's amazing how taking a week off of hiking, my fitness level has dropped. I don't know whether I feel like doing the scramble down, but we'll see when we get up there and see how I feel. So earlier on I showed you the bottom of the scree descent, and as you can see here it says it's not recommended, and I came up the West Col descent basically. The reason why that scree route is not recommended is because I think it was back in 2020, I'll leave the article up so you can read it, but somebody went down the scree slope, they fell, but they were able to get back up, but then a rock that they dislodged further up hit them on the head, and sadly they passed away. So it's, things like this can happen on the mountain, but if there's a scree descent or ascent, I try and avoid it as much as possible, just because it's tough and it's quite dangerous, especially going downhill. If you lose control, I didn't want to think about that. Anyway, I'm currently at 600 meters of elevation gain. This entire hike is 900 meters, so I'm a third of the way up. The hike is also over 10 kilometers and I'm at 4Ks now, so I'm almost at the col, and then we'll take it from there, because from the col it's gonna climb quite steeply. So there we go, we've hit the col. So that's where we're going, straight up there. And so far there's only a little bit of wind, and it's not too bad. At least it's nice and clear. Here comes the wind now. This section over here is going to be very, very steep. Alright, so this section coming up was close to using my hands, but I got up with poles, but it's tough. It looks really steep going down. It's weird that I can't believe I did that last week. And then, always following the blue markers going up. And you can see there are people just coming down from the summit there. That's where we've got to reach. I'm at 845 meters of elevation gain, 5.3k in, so we'll see. Nearly there. Nearly there. Nearly there. Nearly there. Ooh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get up here. Look at that view behind me. Quite incredible. And I might have the summit to myself. Here we go. This is Mount Yamnuska, instantly recognizable by its uniquely shaped scree slope. In this clip from Shanghai Noon, you can catch a glimpse of the mountain and that unmistakable scree band. Based on the angle shown in the clip, it appears they're facing north.
Comparing that orientation with satellite imagery, it looks like the scene may have been filmed from what appears to be a landfill site. Looking down from the summit, this is where I believe the filming took place. Here's another scene with Jackie Chan and what I believe is Yamnuska on the left. In the following clips, the camera appears to be oriented westward. Based on the surrounding terrain, several of these scenes seem to have been filmed near the Stony Park campgrounds along the Bow River. From the summit perspective, this appears to be the likely filming location. Here are all the scenes I was able to find showcasing this beautiful mountain.
I'm ready to head down, and I've decided I'm going to go down the Scrambling route because I don't feel like going down the way I came up. So let's go. What a view! I love it! Unbelievable. Hard to believe I'm going to go all the way down there to the chimney. Well, let's do it. Alright, so dead ahead of me, that little cliff there is the change section. But I'm going to put away my poles because we've got a down climb down to where that little bank of snow is, and then we've got to climb back up, and then we've got to do the chains. So just going to put the poles away, admiring the view. I'm looking forward to getting to the chains because it's in the sun. Alright, time to do the chains. We have a great viewpoint coming up. Yes. What an awesome view. This amazing view. And now we're going to pop through there. Alright. That wasn't too bad. This is one of my favourite little resting spots. Yeah. Alright, well we made it all the way down from up there. Now we're at the old Scramble information. Beautiful day. And now we're heading to the chimney. Alright, this is the last little obstacle. And then it's plain sailing. Nobody around. I feel with the snow here it actually makes it easier. I reckon it's only a matter of time before they put chains or something here too. This is the Raven's End of the hike. And they give you these kinds of warnings before you continue on. So yeah, the scrambling's all done. Now it's just an easy hike back down to the car. I enjoyed coming back down that way. I think I prefer it the other way around. I think the way that everyone goes is the best way. I just enjoy it more. It was pretty windy coming down as well, so it was kind of cold. But yeah, it was fantastic day out. I still can't believe it's going to be minus 23 in 2 days' time. That's going to be rough. Now we're just a gentle hike to the car. We have come to the end of another one. It was a fantastic adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, that's incredible. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. I need to give feedback on a few things. First of all, can you make it up to the summit of Yamnuska without scrambling? Yes, you can. If you go the West Col route, so you go clockwise up to the summit and then come back down that same way, you can make it up without scrambling. However, I would highly recommend poles and in the winter spikes. Secondly, clockwise or anti-clockwise. I think I'd prefer to get my scrambling all done and then hit the summit, and then I'll take the loop back. I think the way that everyone else does it, the most popular way, is probably my favorite way. And so here we go. We've come full circle. Back to where the junction was. Alright, so now I'll sign off. I'm heading home for a hot shower and a massive pizza. I'll see you in the next one.